Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Welcome to my channel if you are new here. I'm Danielle. Hi. So today's video I'm very excited to film. I've been waiting to film this video for like a week now and I finally have the time. I'm going to be testing out the brand new ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. When I saw that they were launching this, I was so excited and I don't know why. Because I'm a full coverage, like glam all the time type of person. Like if I'm going to wear makeup, it's going to be full coverage or it's going to be nothing at all. So when this was launching, I was like, oh my god, I really want to try this. It looks so intriguing. The packaging, number one, is beautiful. So I was like, let me give it a shot. So when I purchased it on launch day, they had like a bundle where like you got this by itself and then you were able to get the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Spray and then the primer and then their little new sponge. So I purchased the entire collection because I was like, I really want to test everything out and see how much I like everything, if I like everything. So I'm super duper excited to test this out. So if you guys are interested to see my thoughts on this, then keep watching. I went and like took a shower, and you know like when you feel like you just washed your hair like yesterday, but you washed your hair like 4 days ago and you're like, why the F is my hair greasy? That was me just now. I was like, didn't I just wash my hair? But no, I washed it Monday and today's Thursday. So it's been 4 days since I washed my hair, and that explains the greasy mess we got going on right now. But it's fine. We're going to power through. We're going to move on. All right. So first things first, like tradition, I am going to prime my face. I do have moisturizer on from this morning, but from like 9 a.m. this morning, and it is, what time is it? It's 2:03, so it's definitely been sitting on my skin for a while now. So yeah, so I'm going to go in with the primer. I have not touched any of these. I'm gonna lie, no, I'm not gonna lie. I did like pump this in the back of my hand to kind of see the consistency, but that was really it. But as far as these two go, I have no idea what their texture is or anything. So I'm gonna pump the primer onto my skin. Ooh, doesn't have a scent, but this is what it looks like. I'm happy because I was a little nervous that there was gonna be shimmer in there. And I'm happy that there's not. Ooh, it actually does have a scent. Oh, it has like a banana scent, like a coconut banana-y scent. Ooh, it smells like sunscreen. It smells like the beach. Oh, I want to be on the beach. It's fully on my skin right now, and it does have a tacky consistency, which I'm surprised about because I thought it would kind of feel like a moisturizer, but it doesn't, which is cool. I'm not mad about that. That's pretty awesome. If you guys have been watching my channel, you guys know that I typically go for like pore filling primers. Like my ride or die is the Tatcha the Tatcha Silk Canvas. That is like my go-to just because it fills in my pores. So my pores are for sure visible right now because obviously I didn't use a pore filling primer, but we're gonna see. We are going to see how this works. So I'm super excited. So I got mine in the shade Light 7W. So I'm just going to squeeze the bottle a little bit to kind of get the product like warmed up and like ready, you know, to go on my face. So I'm going to just pump it on the back of my hand. This is what it looks like. It doesn't look like it's really running. I mean, it is running, but not as much as I thought it would be. So let's see. I'm just going to apply it like I normally would apply any foundation. I don't own any tinted moisturizers. I literally do not own one of them. My entire collection is foundation. Like that's really it. So I'm really excited to see if this is going to be like a new everyday thing. This is the sponge. It's super small. I thought it would, like when I wet it, it would be a little bit bigger, but this is real small compared to what I'm used to using. It's the exact same shape though as my USE sponge. Like literally the exact same shape, just a little bit smaller. So let's see. This is one layer on my skin. I'm going to zoom you guys in so you guys can see. So we do have a little bit of my redness peeking through over here. And the same thing goes over here, and you can for sure still see my freckles. You can still see my freckles on my nose. I mean, it does look like my skin, just like a better version of it, but I am going to go ahead and just do one more layer to see how this builds, to see if I can make it like instant medium coverage, at least, just because I like to not see any of my freckles. I hate my freckles. So let's see. So this is how my skin looks with it totally on, and honestly, I'm really not mad about it. I like that you can still see my skin. Like, everything is not really covered, but definitely covered. It kind of just made my skin even, you know what I'm saying? Like, it took my skin and it just enhanced it. It didn't really like make it perfect, which I'm okay with because for everyday thing, I don't need to go for full coverage. This is who I am and this is what I do, so I tend to always do that. But anyway, so I'm gonna move on to concealer, and I'm going to be using my Jouer concealer just because I have such pigmentation underneath my eyes that I definitely need a full coverage concealer. And I'm interested to see how the full coverage concealer is gonna look with the tinted moisturizer. You know what I'm saying? To see if it's gonna like make my skin look more flawless, give me more coverage. I'm sure it will, but I'm super excited to see how this is gonna look. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this. Guys, so my concealer is fully blended out. I don't think it looks horrible, but I'm definitely more used to seeing my under eyes and my foundation be very, very flawless because I'm used to like not seeing any of my skin underneath because like I said, I do always wear a fuller coverage foundation. Sorry, my nose is real itchy right now. But I don't think it looks bad. I think my skin looks extremely healthy right now. Like I'm really into how dewy it looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just finish up the rest of my makeup off camera just to kind of make this video a little bit quick, and then we'll be back to test out the setting spray with you guys and let you guys know my final thoughts if you are interested to see my final thoughts. Then I'll be right back. Guys, so I have the rest of my makeup on. Everything did go very, very smoothly on top of it. I didn't have any type of like issues or anything. Anything blending, everything blended, everything blended pretty good, which is cool. Around my nose, since I didn't use a pore filling primer and this isn't really like a thicker like foundation like what I usually wear, you can for sure see the pores or like around my nose, like right over here, like those pores are huge. I don't know where the F these pores came from, but one day they were just like, we're here and we're proud and we're staying and we're big and you're gonna have to live with it. So that's that. But typically, like you can see them, but right now they are more pronounced just because I didn't use a pore filling primer and I didn't use a thicker foundation, but that's fine because who's really gonna be that close to me, you know what I mean? So now it's time. I think I'm most excited about the setting spray because I am a setting spray junkie. I have so many setting sprays. It's just like who I am. And this bottle, like it's plastic, but it's like very thick plastic. Like you can't like squeeze it or anything, which is cool. So I'm super excited. I'm gonna give it like a test spray first. Ooh, did you guys see that mist? Ooh, I'm so excited. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this to set my face. Honestly, setting spray is like the end all. I feel like if your makeup looks bad, once you put setting spray on, you're like, all right, we're good. Like we're in business type thing. So I'm super excited to test this out. So let's see. Alright you guys, this is how my skin looks with everything on. So I do have a few thoughts to share with you guys. So first things first, let's start with the primer. So the primer I do think I could eventually really like. I do have to use it a little bit more, and I definitely would use it with a thicker foundation just to kind of fill in those pore areas around my nose, or if I were to still use this primer, I would use a pore filling primer around my nose. That's just me because I have pretty big pores around my nose. Like that's the primer, but overall I did like the consistency of it. I liked that it wasn't like really moisturizing. I liked that it was hydrating but had a little bit of a grip to it too, which was nice because I do appreciate that balance. So I really do think that the primer has potential. So moving on to the tinted moisturizer itself. So this is the packaging one more time. I definitely do think that I could get used to this for sure, as long as I don't use this primer for it because of my pores. That's really my only issue with this primer and this tinted moisturizer combination is my pores. So going forward, I would definitely continue to use this, but I will use it with a pore filling primer just because, like I keep saying, my pores are freaking huge. But overall, coverage is for sure lighter than what I'm used to, but that's fine just because for everyday basis, like if you're just running to the grocery store or whatever, you're just doing a few errands, I think this is a good alternative to a full coverage foundation. I really like it. It blended out really well. So I didn't have any issues with that. Just like I keep saying, I will for sure be using it with a pore filling primer, not the regular primer. Next up is the sponge. I wasn't completely wowed with it, but I also wasn't fully disappointed with it. It's weird. Like, I do think it blended out my concealer good. I do find that my e.l.f. one blended out a little bit better. But since this was a tinted moisturizer and this was a sponge that I was using, I kind of felt like the sponge was absorbing a little bit more of the product, which is to be expected with a sponge, just because that's what sponges are designed to do. They do absorb the excess product, which is fine for a fuller coverage foundation. But something like this, definitely maybe more of a brush. Even though I'm not a brush person, I probably wouldn't use this sponge with this again. I'd probably just stick to my e.l.f. sponge because I love that sponge. But I don't think this is a bad sponge at all. It's very, very, like, extremely soft, which is, like, shocking. I do kind of wish it was a little bit bigger. Like, it is pretty small. This is as big as it gets. It does hold up a lot of water, so you have to make sure that you definitely squeeze out any excess because this soaks up a lot of water, so just keep that in mind. But I don't think it's a bad sponge. I'm definitely going to play around with it more. I've said this in like almost every single one of my videos, but I'm the type of person where I can't try something once and then be like, oh my god, like I'm in love with it. Like I have to continue to use something. Like, the only thing that I can really tell when I first use something is if I'm going to hate it. That's really it. I can't tell if I'm going to love it, if I'm going to, like, whatever the case is. So, I'm not going to knock the sponge just because I still have to keep using it. Same thing with the foundation, and then same thing with the primer. These things I still have to get used to and see how they react with my skin and see how I like to use them. You know what I mean? So, I can't knock everything yet. The star of the show was for sure the setting spray. I loved the mist. I think the mist was literally incredible. I think I have like unblended foundation over here, but I think we're good now. I think we're good. Anyways, it definitely was the star of the show. I love the mist. My skin does look dewy, but I can't tell if that's because of the foundation or because of this, but my skin for sure looks like healthy and hydrated and doesn't look like dull or anything. It definitely looks extremely hydrated, and I think the combination between honestly all three of these, because they do all have hyaluronic acid, I think that's why my skin looks as healthy and glowy as it does, which trust me, I am not mad at. You guys know me. I love to be glowy and dewy and all of that. That is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know down below if you guys have tried this collection, what you love, what you hate. Leave me your thoughts down below. Let me know if you're going to buy it, if you haven't bought it, why you're not interested in it. I want to know everything. Leave everything down below and let me know if you guys have a go-to tinted moisturizer that you think I may like a little bit more, or whatever the case is. Just leave me all your thoughts down below. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you do like my videos. And I will hopefully see you guys in my next video. Bye! Turn off my camera and I looked in my mirror real quick and I noticed that I had some lipstick on my teeth. So if you guys saw lipstick on my teeth throughout my outro, I do apologize. It happens from time to time. I am human. Can't help it, but yeah, I just wanted to quickly come on here and be like, oh, sorry if there was lipstick on my teeth.